Hello everybody, Forsmant is here. I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas for you who celebrate the Christmas, and who doesn't, then just enjoy the Christmas time anyway. And this video is, by the way, not the last one of this year, so there will be definitely at least one more. But today I'd like to show you my another modifications, my concept which I was thinking about for a very long time. So it's about the cold steel shovel. It's that the Spetsnaz shovel, the base, the original, the standard as we know, not the new one, the longer one. So the short story only, you might see I did test of this Condor shovel, which I reprofiled, so modified with the same reason. I want to have it a bit more compact, bit more light. But what I was, let's say, okay, not really happy with that steel, with the quality. This is alright shovel, so don't take me wrong, but you can't compare it with the toughness and of course with weight of the original, the cold steel Spetsnaz shovel. So I was thinking, okay, how can I do that? I can take the shovel, the original, the cold steel one, and take a angle grinder, I think this is the tool, and make it simply in a smaller size. But then I say, okay, if I want to have a edges on it, so I don't like to burn it. But then I realized that one of my friends works English. He works on, like, I don't know how to say that, the water cutter. I don't know. It's like I just as a layman I said it's like water laser, but you know it's high powered pressured water stream, and you can cut with that. So he works on it, and I said, okay, will you be so kind and do this one for me, please? And he said, yes. It takes time, not really, it wasn't really fast as I was thinking about, but okay, he did it. So, and the reason or how he did it, after that, you will see it after this, let's say, intro. It's about 1.5 minutes. So if you want to see a bit more after that, please don't skip it. And then I will go back. That will be about 1.5 minutes. So then I will carry on. So finally, after 1 month, I got size changed cold steel Spetsnaz shovel. It's the original one, and it's about one centimeter cut down from each side here. So about 1 centimeter, it's about 0.4 of an inch from each side, and it's about 64 grams, so 2.3 ounces lighter at the moment, but I will do something more about it. Just have a look how thick the steel is. It's really something compared to the size of that Condor shower. It's still bigger. I mean, talking about the blade now, of course the handle too, but it's more wieldy. When you hold it in your hand, it's not that blade heavy as it was. So that was my goal at the moment, but it's not finished yet. So you saw that comparing with these two shovels, I mean the Condor one and that cold steel. But now you see, after this section will finish, then you're gonna see another two like short videos, 2 minutes and 1.5, something like that. How I was thinking in the process of doing that. What I will do now, you're gonna see the results. So it's finished now. So if you would like to see more about that, what was there and how I did in that one, so I'll tell you something here, but it's up to you anyway. So here it is. This is it. This is the cold steel one, the original, as I said, but it's reprofiled about 1 centimeter from each side. It's been taken. So, and of course, I sharpened it. I spent about 1 hour to put an edge on it. And by the way, yeah, you saw that that numbers. So if you remember, here are all of those numbers. Those red ones. I hope to see that. So it used to be 812 grams as the original, just the shovel, no sheath. And after that reprofiling, it was 746 grams, and now it's 717. So I removed 29 grams. 29 grams. So that's quite impressive. I believe the most of that torques. This one, I torque down. This, you see this first screw, for you who knows the shovel. There it will be long. It was longer. It was here. There was like 5 millimeter, like another ring of the steel. So I used that the grinder to cut it off. And I tell you what, this is 1055 steel. I don't know what's the hardness, but it takes a time. I've been cutting this here for many tubes, I would say, hose or pipes. I don't know how to say. Simply lots of metal tubes, and none of those, even they had thicker sides, I would say. None of those talks that taking, none of those taken the time. Have taken the time that. So this one was really. I had a special round disc for it for the cutting, and that's really. So I said, okay, I should do this one. That will be really not pleasant. It will be a very long time to cut it, and I will definitely overburn it. This one, but it's done. So you see on that, in the end of this video, you see the marks, the red marks here. So this is reprofiled, the handle too. It's a bit shorter. It used to be about that, and this is the same. So I after that I filled that holes in it. So something what you see in the end too, with that hardwood filling. Let's say I hammered it, then cut it off, then sand it. So it was nice around it, and I drilled 5 millimeters holes. It used to be, as I remember, yeah, it used to be 5 millimeters. So I used the same drill bit, and I used I added or screwed them by hand. So because I want, if I said, and I saw it on YouTube, they torque those screws by hand, with electricity drills or something like that. Then I said, okay, I want to do it too. So it was quite hard to put them back, but they are drilled by hand. So I can remove them if I need, for whatever reason, to remove them by hand again. So I took this hump off. It's much better now in hand. And of course, I use that oil, linseed oil, I believe, on the handle twice. I did it twice, so it's it's a bit different color, but I will cover it with something else too to preserve that. As you might see, I did this like a tip, I would say, grounded this one down, so it will help when I do these shovel things. So it's a bit shorter than it was, not really bad about that shorter than it was. And what's important, so it's 717 grams. It's almost 100 grams down. Well, it's not that much, I would say. I expected a bit more, but I kept the length. One of that thing, where's that condor? So as you might see, I found the condor size I did in the wideness. It was my pattern. But as you might see, the cold steel is much longer. It's much more, definitely 1 inch here. So that's why I said that if I want to have it a bit lighter even more, so I will remove this one too, but that will be too short. So I say, okay, this is all right. What is it nice about this? It holds, I can hold it better in this way now, even here. This is really nice now. It's not that blade heavy if you like throwing with this and do another stuff, then everything's fine for that. And what's important, of course, I put an edge back, I would say pretty nicely. What I didn't do, nice, is the tip. If you see, the tip is sharp, so it's right, really point. Then on those before, and same like here, it's more like rounded. I say, okay, I can do it. You might see, you might even see the line on it. I don't know if you see the line. I believe there is a line, kind of roundish. But I'll say, okay, anyway, if I will dig somewhere, and everywhere I go, we go usually to highlands, something, simply there is lots of rocks in the ground, or underground, actually. So always when I dig, I find some rock. Then I'll say, okay, I'll keep this kind of dull. It's almost the thickness as it was, just it is a bit rounded. I'm talking about the tip here only, about this area now. It's just grounded down those sides, those corners, but I've got edges here and here. So why I did it, of course, it's sharper, and because it's thicker, so it will stand there for longer time than I want. Longer time as I want, but after time it will be probably dirt that much that I will round it after time, and then it will be the same like before. But at the moment I'll keep it in this way, so it's more wieldy. When you got it in your hand, it's more live. It's not, because in general weight 100 grams, as I said, it's not really much. I don't know how many percent is that, 12-15%, something like that, lighter in general, but it's more wieldy because I removed the heaviness from here, so it's more wieldy. It's more live for, let's say, eventually combat situation or self-defense situation, and of course it's more packable. It's lighter, as I said, but that's not all, because of this area. So when I stick it in the side of my bag or backpack, actually, then it's more, it sinks into the side more, so it's a bit shorter and everything, so it's lighter, so it's got all those things I want. I can still use it quite extensively. I mean, it's not really small shovel, not only about the edge, but with the handle. Sorry, you're gonna see that the handle is much better. It's still very close to the original, so you can use these two hands on this one. Well, you can use it, but it's more like this one. And anyway, to be honest, I don't trust this handle. I don't know why. It looks like it's gonna break. I don't know why. It's too light. I got experience with some wood of that, which looks like, okay, it should be all right, but it was light. And after I broke it, unfortunately, it was on a shower somewhere, on a standard long one. And then I saw it it looks very, very similar like this one. And as I said, the weight is, I don't know. This is all right for that, but this is, I'm a bit worried, not about this one. But anyway, if something gonna happen, I'm gonna buy new one, and I will just do it in this way. It wasn't that hard time, and then I got another one. Anyway, Joe X, I believe, did a destruction test for the cold steel shovel, and as you might see there, I recommend you to watch it. It's very hard to destroy, if even we can destroy this shovel. That's why I want to keep it there. So it's not lighter, but for the size, with my cookery, the small one, this one, and smaller. That's why I'm taking this one, the smaller saw, the folding saw, Pocket Boy 170. That's what I will carry with this one. So those three, then I will save another 100 grams from that 240. It was Gone Boy, I believe. So the longer one, I will stick with the shorter one. I will keep this one, and I got another 200 grams or another 100 grams, so 200 grams down than before. So with that, let's say, very capable shovel, and I am using that always when we are on the track. You know, let's say you want to dig your WC, of course, but for the camping, if you need to dig hole for your fire, as I said, we are usually in highlands, so it's not dig in the ground just for the soil. We find many rocks on it, many rocks, and that's hard to do with any stick. I mean, because it's dulls and it's not as I want anyway. And if I usually do some let's say arranging my sleeping area, I usually use this one for lots of things to remove which I want, because as you know, it's very hard to find really nice flat surface for your night, and if you spend night on wrong place, you feel everything under you, then the next day you're more tired, and you know the stuff how it goes. Anyway, so this is the project. I'm really glad for it. I'm really glad. I will test it, not just for the video, because I don't think it worth it, but I'll tell you in a time how I'm happy with that, or eventually how I'm not happy with that. I believe yes. Anyway, I can buy another one, the new one, original. I don't have it here, but it will be probably in January. I'll order new one, so I will have two sizes, the original because I want keep it more in a house, you know, for what I need in my garden and these things. And this one probably will go with me. What I can do still is one from the option. If I say, okay, it's still, I want to save a bit more grams and it will be more packable, I can shorten the handle a bit more. So I believe it will be like this one. If I remove this one and the handle will be like here, it will definitely under 700 grams, definitely. But at the moment I can see reason. By the way, I got the sheet original. I have to make new one for it. This is the original. I will keep it, of course, for the new one, because today sometimes you can buy the cold steel shovel with the sheet and without. And as I know, the without is more usual. So it's sometimes hard to buy the sheet for it. Anyway, I got it, and this one is too big for it. It's too big. So it's shorter, but it's not all right. So I will make another one for me. Then I will maybe save another grams on it, because this one, how it was, 960 grams altogether, 812. It means this one is about 148 grams. 148 grams. So it's added there. So I may save a few grams there. It's not that much, but you know, if I'm talking about 100 grams and more on one tool, then I'll say, okay, it might worth it. I will find this is definitely not something I want to save the overall package of my backpack, of course, because it's nonsense for the 100 grams there. But about the 100 grams there, 100 grams the saw, some grams there, and I got full setup of my ability. I got chopper, I got a saw, I got a shovel for that hiking or camping. Actually, what I do, some kind of bushcrafty stuff, then it's all right. If I decided I don't need it, I don't want it, I can go still 200 grams. Oh, by the way, I didn't say that. These were 300 grams differences. If I take this one, now it's 200 grams differences. So, okay, it's more, say, okay, I want to have this one, and now if I take this one or this one, it's only 200 grams difference. Maybe, you know, this is something, you know, in mind. Anyway, have a great time. Enjoy your Christmas, as I said, and after this, you're gonna see that about 3-4 minutes, some videos when I was thinking what I will do before it gets to this form as it is. Bye. So what is it I want from it now, and what I'm gonna do is, so you see the weight reducing now. These two numbers, the top one green is the before, and now the red one. But anyway, I will carry on. If I'll take these corners off, this one and this one, I'll keep the tip on it as it is. I thought I will round it as it was, but I will keep it because sometimes when I will dig with it, so I will make it round, probably because I'll find few stones in the future, definitely. There's a rain start, and of course there will be sharpen these edges, so I will lose few grams on there. Next one, see the red line here, so I will cut it off and it will be still enough. So of course, and again, I try to reduce weight as max, because there is no there's less like the shovel area, I would say. So there is the counterweight, I would say, it's why this one is, let's say, a bit overbuilt. So I can do it, this one, take this one off, even I will be not in risk that something gonna happen when I will use the shovel. And again, this one, you see that the red part, this one will go off, so I don't want here this hump. It's too bulky for my hand anyway, so I was thinking about to remove it a long time ago. So then I see, so now the length is from the very tip of the, let's say, edge to the very end of the angle 52 centimeters, so almost 26 inches. So what I want to do is reduce more weight. So you see now, as I said, 746 now, just the shovel, and then I'll try to find another few tenths of grams down. The grade will be 770, but I don't think I can do that. Let's go for it. So let's carry on with this project. So as you might see, there's a slightly different color, and of course what I did, so it's a bit shorter, about 1.5 centimeters. So you see the red numbers which are not clear now. I will make an angle here. I'll make an angle more. This one I'll cut it here, and then this is more narrow than it was. That was the hump to the steel, so I removed a bit material here, and of course I cleared all the surface, and I used linseed oil twice for it, and because I'll try to push the steel, I mean the edge, I would say the shovel edge, more towards here, so these holes will be like filled by another hard wood. I will just hammer it there like nails, let's say it in that way, and I will drill holes about here and somewhere here for those screws, for those originals, but it will be a bit short, about 50 centimeters overall length, so about 25, say 25 inches, no 20, okay, 50 centimeters. So carry on.